Welcome everybody, I am so glad you decided to click over here to the Cosmic Cavalier Devlog. That's the first time I've got to say that one out loud since we did the game name announcement last time around, so very exciting. No comments on that one, so if you don't like the name, you're stuck with it now. It was too late, the time for commenting is gone, no more comments. I'm kidding, you can still comment, say whatever you like to. I love reading your comments. Let's jump right into it. Let's see what I'm up to, what's going on. Everything's exciting. Boom, 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 let's play the game. I updated some laser art. It's not a very huge change to it, but I'll show it to you. That's all right. A little bit more visible on screen. I'll probably fiddle with it some more. The other thing that looks cool is I updated the stars. I like them. They're a little bit more like what I was hoping to see in the first place, so that's nice. I'm fiddling with art. I keep telling myself, stop fiddling with art, but I got more into programming after I caught myself fiddling with art, but I get to show you some art updates. Art updates. Couple things here in the maintenance bay are going on. Updated art. I know I'm not supposed to be messing with art. I'm supposed to be programming a game. But I did update some art. It looks good. I like it. Working pretty good. All of this is functional. The other thing that I added in here, as you can see, is blown fuses, blown sockets. So they're just missing pieces, missing parts. So that's why you got to use the patch cables, because some of these are going to be just broken. So it's not just a matter of, you know, there's more power to the gun, so you want to move it to the thrusters. It could also be, well, some of these are busted and you have to skip past it. So even if you wanted to get, you know, a full charge, like let's say you were just trying to run the 3 charges over here, to get up to full 3 power, you'd have to skip over these busted ones, because otherwise it doesn't work. At present, this is only temporary, just so I can mess with it. At present, you can pick up and move little socket pieces. Click and click them into place, and sometimes they go behind the other ones. I have no idea why. Very confusing. I'm as confused as you are. They shouldn't do that. Cool. So you can pick those up and put them in. The idea would be that you would have your own inventory here, and you could pick up replacement sockets that you'd buy at a store and pop them in, so you can't just move them around. If you could move them around like this all the time, then there'd be, you know, hardly any reason to use the patch cable system. But yeah, that's all working nicely. So it all functions at any rate the way it's supposed to. After much fiddling, it all functions the way that it's supposed to. So if you're smart, you can come up here and you'd realize that I'm getting a 2 charge there, and it's never going to go any higher than 2 because it's got a blown fuse. So you might skip over and boom, go into there, and now you get a charge of 3. By shunting past the guns. That's the way the maintenance bay works. So yeah, with these blown fuses, it makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more decision making. Not the whole puzzle diagram concept I was thinking of. I was thinking about a ship view like this, but in a blueprint view, and then you routing things around. And I did mess with that a bit. I might revisit it, but it wasn't working out. And I'm at a stage right now, it's like, okay, if it's not working, keep moving. Keep moving. The other thing I did, I almost want to show this last because I just thought it was neat. Camera zooming. I don't know why I find that so rewarding, but it is. Camera zooming. A little bit of a user experience thing. What do you think? Should you be able to zoom the camera all the way out, or only if you've made some repairs and gotten an upgrade for a wider view, or is this just good quality of life? If I was flying around, I might want a wider view like that just to see where the heck I'm going. Personally, I like this view just for gameplay. It feels a little bit claustrophobic at times, though. Like I can't tell where the heck I am, so being able to open up and get a wider view may be a good thing, especially if you're trying to like navigate around, hopefully asteroid fields and stuff like that. But yeah, makes it a little easier to find stuff. So up close, I don't know why you would want to do that, but that goes to gameplay. There might be asteroids you want to harvest or stuff like that is what I'm thinking. The next thing, I started fiddling with it, but I didn't make it very far into fiddling, is to work on an EVA thing to go out. And again, that goes into, okay, you can do it, but why? It doesn't do anything right now. You can leave the ship, and then why would you do that? So this game is so complicated. It feels like everything is just dependent on everything else. And it's kind of like it'll work when everything works simultaneously. So that's entertaining. Let's see. What else did I do? Oh, yeah. Last thing that I did, because I started working on the EVA, I started messing with the character and giving him a space helmet. And then I was like, you know what you really need to do is rig the character. Do some rigging. So I did rigging. This is in Blender in case you're not aware of that. I build my art in Blender, but when I render it out, I get a 2D PNG file to work with. So that is the actual in-game art. But I do build the assets in 3D just because I'm more comfortable in 3D than I am drawing stuff in 2D. I know, good thing, bad thing. Who knows? Some people would probably say, gee, I wish I had your problems. But anyway, it allows me to pose the character in some different ways. So I started working on different poses for him, and getting him into a walk cycle. So there's a step. One small step. He's the running man. So that'll allow me to make some progress on that. But getting the character rigged up will make being able to pose the character and get him to look in the different ways I want him to a lot better. It's funny if you actually look close here, you can see he's just got these huge, I don't know, eyebrows or eye sockets or something. But when you render it out, it doesn't look weird. It just looks like a little bit of just a bare little pencil line. So it's funny. It's like a painter who paints something and then they have to back up and see. It's not just a bunch of dots. It's actually a thing. It looks like somebody's smiling and they got a little dog, even though it was just a little brush. So it's the same thing in 3D. It's kind of funny. But anyway, last note. I've been thinking about stopping doing 2 devlogs every week because it's a bit much. Nobody out there is that interested in what I have to say, and I don't have that much progress to show twice a week devlogs, and I do have a backlog of logs that I was doing because I was kind of catching up to the work because I wasn't doing it in real time. I was catching up on those blogs. Now I'm caught up, and I feel like every time I get a new log up, I'm like, dang it, do I have something to share? I'm working on it, but this is not my full-time thing, and I'm kind of like, well, maybe people want to hear from me. Maybe they've seen enough. So you let me know what you're thinking so far. I do enjoy talking to you. I enjoy reading people's comments, and if you have ideas or stuff you like or stuff that's exciting. I think I already gave everybody a roadmap about where the game is what's it going to look like when it's finished. But if you want to hear more about that, let me know as well. All right, that is enough from me. I hope that you have enjoyed hanging out with Cosmic Cavalier. And if you have any comments, leave them down below. You have a really nice day. I appreciate you. Bye now.